might be his only choice at this point. It is a 2-player map. Maybe he can go for a decent proxy and actually do some damage, but Zest has just been so intelligent with his build choices. And his reds sound like a book 2 games now.
Both players now getting into the lobby. San needs to win 3 games in a row to bring this back, make it into the round of 16. If not, Zest will move on. These guys now in the lobby. The countdown has started. We should be getting into this one momentarily. Map is all loaded up, guys. We're about to jump into this game. Zest versus San, game number 3. Will Zest get that 3-0, or can San bring it back? Down here in the bottom right in the blue, player from KT Rolster, it is Zest.
The chisel toss. Up here in the top left, we do have the player down 2 games. San, you have to win this one, or you will be gone. Pressure's on here.
It's always kind of sad to see these kind of mid-tier players get through the qualifiers, those brutal qualifiers. You know, maybe they get a lucky bracket or they have a really good run, whatever, but they make it through and then they hit someone like Zest and they just get bopped. We're like, oh, yeah. God.
It's the next test, you know, these challenge matches are there for a reason. It's usually a very experienced player versus this new challenger player, this guy that came through those brackets.
Yeah.
And they have to, this is their first big hurdle. There's another player waiting for whoever wins this one after this round as well, and it's going to be just as scary. So if they can't do it here, they're not going to be doing it in the next game either. It's such a stacked tournament.
Yeah. As it is here in Korea. You'll find it pretty much in any tournament. We're going to be having the Kespa Cup this weekend as well.
That's right.
Saturday and Sunday. You guys do not want to miss that.
That should be a lot of fun. It's always interesting games on these new ladder maps as well. We got to experience that the other day on Monday.
Our boy Fantasy.
Our boy Fantasy really knows
working those maps.
Working the abuse on those maps. Let's see what else he's got cooked up. Well, actually, no, he got eliminated. But we'll see what whoever else ends up playing.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot more secrets to these maps.
Zest here going for the very fast gateway on 11. And it looks like it's going to be fast. Stalker and Warp Gates, okay. I was thinking maybe a fast tech here, but it looks like he wants to push out this scout first. Even chrono boosting that Stalker, trying to deny the scouting information here from San.
Yeah, San only going to see a little bit of the main, not going to see where all the pylons are placed.
Yeah. Going to miss the pylon there at the back of the natural as well. Maybe where Zest wants to put that.
Could be a Stargate. No, it's going to be a Stargate in the main base.
Okay.
Not too exposed there. Let's see what San has. He actually got a very quick Mothership core this time around. So maybe a little bit more defensive. And he's going to go for his own Stargate as well. Slightly faster for Zest. Now, I wonder if one's going to try go for that blind Phoenix sort of surprise hard counter to what the other player is doing. Phoenixes, you know, they're not horrible, even if it's not going to be Stargate versus Stargate. They do have their place.
Yeah. No, I really love the Phoenixes in this matchup for sure. San messing up the micro here, going to take a little bit of extra damage on that Stalker. Down to 30 health. And it's going to be a chrono boosted Oracle here from Zest. What is San going to go for though?
Yeah, his is a little bit later. It's going to be an Oracle just the same, just slightly behind.
Ooh, nice denying the scout here. Is going to see there's no Nexus, but you know, a very small piece of information at this point in time.
We actually are seeing a fast Twilight as a follow-up from Zest as well. Currently, a little bit later is Sans actually. Everything just goes slightly later this time around for Sans. I think it mostly has to do with the Mothership Core being very delayed for Zest. He's kind of skipped it for all the other tech.
Yeah.
That might come back to bite him though, because there's only one Stalker to defend against this Oracle in Zest space.
What about for San here? He's going to have that Mothership Core.
Oh, he's not going to use it just yet. He's going to wait. There we go. Zest expecting that.
Taking a bunch of damage on that Oracle, only getting 1 kill, and here we go. First Oracle of San. Not going to go in?
Not going in.
I guess he's like, oh, you got a Stargate, I just have to save this.
Yeah, I guess he's like, well, I don't want to run into a Phoenix that is actually being made right now.
Yeah.
Which makes a lot of sense as well.
It's pretty smart.
Oh, wow.
Nicely done there.
Nice revelation.
Yeah. We'll be able to see the Oracle on the map for a very long time.
Looks like Zest is planning to be aggressive behind this. Warped did a lot of Stalkers already. Has a nice island on the map. And just one Phoenix back at home to defend against this Oracle if it decides to come across the map. I like that a lot.
Well, the blink here for Zest is going to finish up so much faster. He's also committed to many more Stalkers, whereas San going to try to go for the Nexus here. That's not going to go down.
Oh, no. Well, this is a big problem, losing another Stalker. No photo, no overcharge this time as well. This could actually just end right here.
Probes having to be pulled here. He's going to lose so much of his economy. You know, even if he does hold the push for now, already 4 extra probes have gone down. He has to cancel the Nexus.
That's right, and he actually had to pull those probes as well, so he lost a lot of mining time behind it.
Yeah. Zest looking good, really focused on that boot. San. I love the dramatic zoom-ins.
Yeah. Oh, blink forward actually from Zest. He wants to finish this right here, right now. He does have that Stalker lead. Bad position there.
Yeah. You know, he may be able to. At the same time, he might not win the fight. He may even win the fight here, actually. But also forcing another big pull and killing 2 extra probes here. So the economy of San getting behind, whereas Zest has got a great one behind himself.
Yep, that's right. 26 harvesters to the 20 of Sans. Zest in quite the lead here. Just about finding enough units to finish the job. No photo and overcharge, losing that Mothership Core, a huge blow.
This is just not going well for San. He flies right over a pylon, and the Phoenix is going to find him out on the map.
There's nothing that Oracle can do now. It will blow up.
Oh,
it will die.
No luck here for San tonight.
No, everything going wrong. And here we go. This could be the last attack. I think San's going to have to pull probes again if he wants to win this one convincingly.
It looks like San had the edge there in the beginning, but the Phoenix coming in, he could get a lift and a couple extra warp-ins. See if this is going to work out. It looks like San's still having that slight advantage.
Very slight advantage here. So many red Stalkers for San as well. A couple of Zealots, man, causing a lot of problems. Barely holds on. Wow.
Zest not able to end it here. Maybe just getting a little bit too overconfident. And he's going to have to back off.
Yeah, he's going to lose a lot of pylons to this as well. He had so many proxy pylons. Maybe he's going to resume a macro game behind this.
Yep. You guys can see the units lost there. 15 Stalkers lost for Zest, 8 for San.
Wow, this fight's been really well for San, actually.
Yeah. But at the same time, you know, Zest did get that damage done on the economy. Lots of pulls, lots of probes going down. I think 6 in total. So San going to have to remake all those probes, whereas Zest has got a pretty good economy behind this. He's going to even throw down his Nexus first.
Yeah, San actually has to make a Mothership Core as well. Deciding not to just yet. Just something you want to invest in. Maybe, yeah, probably going for that Nexus first there.
We have a faster robotics facility tech here for San. It's going to be pretty nice. Zest's not yet going for it, just trying to get that faster Nexus out here. And looks like a lot of sentries, in fact, going to be warped in.
Yeah, just playing very defensively from here. I mean, few sentries are always going to help out. Guardian Shield and Stalker fights, as well as the fact that you can start force fielding to really put your opponent out of position. But not too many, you know, you just need a few. Yeah. Most of that gas really has to go towards those Immortals and Observers and later game units.
Yeah. Well, at least Zest is going to have the mining of his gases at the natural a bit faster. Nice little blink there to deny the scout, not even letting it get on the ramp. That probe there. So we should be transitioning into a bit of a longer one here. Just not really able to put the nail in the coffin on San with that push.
Nearly there. So close to doing so. But yeah, it looks like I think we're going to see this game go the distance. We're going to get to that Colossus stage, and it's going to come down to those big fights, which is good to see. I always love to see Zest playing those kind of games because he does it so well. I actually think it's his element when it gets to that stage of the game as well, much beyond what he's done so far in this early game sort of series.
Unless he's facing Creator.
Yeah, well, that's,
against any other Protoss player, he's fine, but not Creator.
Yeah, apparently, it's like a big problem. But
even though Creator, he goes down to Big Baby and best ofs. It's kind of interesting.
Just like this weird stylistic thing that Creator just happens to be so stylistically in favor against Zest.
It's actually really cool. I mean, it gives Prime a bit of an edge against KT, in fact.
Yeah, that is.
As long as KT continues to put out Zest in ace matches against Creator.
Yeah, absolutely. Never a good idea.
We got 3 extra gates coming down for Zest. Kind of interesting. I suppose he just got some extra minerals at this point in time.
Yeah, just getting that production up and running before he goes to that third base. He's looking pretty good. He's going to be taking that one before San decides to. San going to have to start making his move sooner. He's going to fall behind again.
This is really what it comes down to. It is so hard to find a timing somewhere in this mid-game to punish your opponent for being greedy. Even on this map, it's a 2-player map, but the rush distance is decently long enough that San isn't just going to be able to come over here and deny that third base, especially with the rock tower there coming down. So, yeah, Zest, I love the play, just able to get out that greedier third base much faster.
Third, about 70% done compared to San's just beginning. He will have that lead. Even in supplies, though, and pretty much army composition is about the same. Do you see that slight upgrade lead as well for Zest? He's kind of leading the way in every aspect by just a little bit. It's really going to end up coming down to that positioning more than anything else with those mass colossus, those arcs, just where those force fields land as well.
Yeah. Looking at some unit numbers here, we do have 1 extra Immortal and the same number of Colossi here for San. And a slight upgrade lead here for Zest. He will get that +2 out of it faster. Also the charge on the Twilight, Templar Archives rather, coming out a bit faster for Zest.
Yeah, at this point in the game, it really does kind of slow down a lot because both players, they know they can't really be attacked by anything. As I say that, Zest is going to move across the map and apply some pressure, but it's a lot harder to attack into at this stage of the game. Usually the players are waiting for larger Colossus amounts. Not the observer.
Nicely done. This may just even be Zest pressuring on the map. He knows that the army sizes are pretty consistent with each other right now, and he knows he's got that third up a bit faster, so he wants to keep San very far away.
Yeah, and charge is about to finish as well for Zest, so he's going to have this great timing where +2 charge is lining up. He's got a couple of Colossus, now 3, just about warping in those big units, going for that attack.
Ooh, he's even going to have some Archons in this mix. Just looks like everything lining up just a bit faster here for Zest in this game, and he knows that he has this timing. Somehow he just feels it just looking at the army of San.
Yeah, but these Archons are going to make a big difference as well.
Yeah.
And San, you know, he's at his third base, so it's going to be a bit of a weird engagement. I think now that he saw where the blink went to, Zest is going to have a fair idea where this army is. How he's going to engage into it, it's always so difficult.
Looks like he's going to bait in the army straight into a time warp. He's sitting in between the natural and the third base. San right now struggling to get some units out here to defend against this push, but just looking at the straight up army sizes here, Zest got a big advantage.
Yeah, Oh, those Toggles are taking a lot of damage. And here we go, the big engagement. Archon's doing a lot of damage. A lot of Zelds rushing on in as well. One of the Colossus actually from Zest is attacking one in the main base of Zan, and I don't think he's going to have enough to end the game. It's a bit of an awkward situation.
Just a bit. He's trying to get that refocused here. And now all that's left for San is just those 3 Colossi in the back. Not much support here. Zest is having a lot more supporting units for his Colossi.
Yeah, everything kind of, all the buffer is gone now. 3 Colossus alone remain. The walk-in of Zealots are going to do the trick.
GG, capital GG for Zest. He will be moving on to the round of 16. A clean sweep, 3-0, making it quick and easy.
Yeah, he really annihilated San. This is the second time this week this has happened to him as well. San not having the best of times.
Yeah. Really got a feel for the guy. Just no real success besides the qualifiers, but that's not really where it counts. And unfortunately, we're going to have to wait and see if he can qualify once again until we can see this guy. Zest will be moving on. I'm sure KT's pretty happy about that. They got another player playing a little bit later tonight. It's going to be TY against Trap, the 3rd game of the night. But after this one, we do have a ZVZ.
Oh, yeah. Hyun going to be up against Dark. That should be a lot of fun. Great players, great personalities. Dark, no doubt, going to be looking like the big dog in this one, but Hyun, he can do it. He's done it before.
He's done it before. He looks pretty good in that ZVZ matchup. And he's done an upset before here in the challenge matches, so maybe he'll feel a bit comfortable. He has a ton of experience. But we'll have to wait and see, guys. I think we're going to be taking a short break, maybe 10 minutes or so. But when we come back, we'll get to that Dark vs. Sun series.